I just want one question.
But like,
what? Shh. Side question.
No. United.
All right, let's get this debate rolling. Let's start off with the matchup no one asked for, but everyone's yapping about. Jude Bellingham versus Bruno Fernandes. Who are you taking on your team? Representing Los Blancos, the kings of Europe and overtop celebrations. Give it up for Kai Kai.
What's up, y'all? It's Kai Kai.
And on the red corner, backed by Fergie nostalgia, Glazer rage, and Casemiro's legs giving out, it's Andres.
Straight answer, no bias aside.
Bruno Fernandes, best center mid in Europe right now.
False.
No doubt about it. What are you talking about? Bro? What are you talking about? What did Jude Bellingham do? Nothing. Thank you.
Bro, he's already won a Champions League and a La Liga.
What has
Bruno won? What has Bruno won?
He doesn't do anything for Madrid.
Bruno just became relevant, what, 28, 29?
He's been relevant. What did he do
3 years ago?
2020, he had 40 goals and assists. What's Jude's highest?
Well, Jude's 22. He's 22.
No.
He's 22. And he was already content for the Ballon d'Or.
I'm an honest man.
No, you're a biased man. There's a difference between honest and biased.
On United. We haven't been the best this last few years, all right? Let's all admit that.
So it's easy to be the best in front of a bunch of misfits.
No.
What you mean?
You replace Jude with Bruno, Man U gets relegated. Get out of here. Bruno can
Jude starts for England. You can't say that he would bring Manchester United down. What does Kobe do on England? Oh, that's right, he's on the bench.
Oh no. He played a way better game. We were in Germany.
All your boys' goals are PK. What do you mean?
Bruno Fernandes has a hat trick on La Liga teams. Does Jude this season? No, I don't think so. Get out of here. Back to back.
Jude's not a striker.
2 goals the other day against Athletic, your 4th place team. We're 16th.
Oh, you want to talk about that game? The straight robbery? The red card that led you guys to get the
ironic that you're talking about robbery.
What about the handball that Garnacho had top box? All that would have been taken away. You would have lost that game.
That was nothing.
Oh, yeah.
That was nothing.
Can we agree with one statement? One is Man United's heartbeat, the other one is Real Madrid's golden boy.
Nah, Arda Güler is better than Bellingham.
Okay, now trying to.
All right, guys. Let us know in the comments down below who you think is better, Jude Bellingham or Bruno Fernandes. Next up, we've got one for the history books. Sergio Ramos and his red card addiction versus Wayne Rooney and his receding hairline.
Well, I would say Sergio Ramos.
With his red card addiction?
Yeah.
Bro's ass. I can't even lie, bro.
What? He's ass.
He's ass.
He's a god.
He's terrible. Nah, he's a god.
Where's Ramos playing right now?
Name a better center back duo than Ramos and Pepe. I'll wait.
Nemanja Vidic or Rio Ferdinand? Stupid question. Anyway.
How many Champions Leagues did they win?
What happened?
How many Champions Leagues
How many did you rob? Thank you very much.
Oh my God, now you're going to steal my robbery line from the last argument.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's ironic.
Hey, why don't you write down your own insults and come up with them on yourself instead of stealing my lines against me?
Oh, you think so? Well, I'm just showing you how to use them better. That's it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Nah, Waza iconic. Waza iconic. His receding hairline definitely.
What did Rooney win to make him more iconic than Sergio Ramos? How many trophies?
He had less red cards than him. So
one's a center back, one's a forward.
What's more iconic?
Okay, granted, I will say, okay, so we're not just each glazing each other's games. Rooney's a dog. I respect Rooney.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Well, I'm trying to make sure we're not glazing too hard on my side.
I would never.
Andy.
United.
I got a special rag for that. Here, wipe the glaze off your face.
Nah, what's
Might
worse?
Be a little crusty,
what's worse? Rooney's hairline or that red card addiction?
Anyway, let us know who you guys would take in the comments down below, Sergio Ramos or Wayne Rooney. Up next, we've got a player that overlaps between both of your clubs. Iconic for both, but on which team was he better? Cristiano Ronaldo.
Before we start yelling over one another,
this one,
I will say my favorite player of all time is the 08 Ronaldo.
I think it was just a different player than what you guys got. We had more like of a creative Ronaldo. You had like a strict like goal scorer.
Yeah,
like,
Ronaldo was more like he did play winger a little bit, but he slowly transitioned.
First 2 year Ronaldo was still kind of like the main.
Yeah.
But I
And
think
then
we saw more of it at Man U, where I feel like you guys just had like more of a pure goal scorer.
I feel like I would
both
put
sides
it.
were solid.
I would put Man U was one of those. Ronaldo Man U was those videos where it's like the streets will remember Ronaldo, like a true footy winger, and then slowly Ronaldo transitioned to freaking nature goal scoring machine up top.
Well, one thing, let me put out a fact there. Both of them fell short to Barcelona and Messi.
Bro, get out of here. Get out of here.
Ronaldo only won 1 Champions League at Manchester and 1 Ballon d'Or. And then he won the other 4 at both
Madrid.
4 Ballon d'Ors and 4 Champions League with Madrid. So it's like, it's hard to compare the two because trophies always gets brought into the conversation, but does that mean he's necessarily like better than when he was at Manchester? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If we were to pick apart like one season, what would you pick for your best season that you had him?
08. That's my favorite one.
But at Madrid, I'm saying as well.
On Madrid.
Would it be at the end of like when he scored 2 goals against Juve?
I think his best season statistically was 14-15, where they won no trophies.
Where
What
in
year was
between the two.
What was Noodle Hair, 15?
No.
Nudehair was 17.
But you're talking about the season in between the 2 Atleti finals, right?
Yeah. Don't worry, Barca won the treble.
Oh my God.
Bro, get this kid out of here.
Chat, that's the
Get this
second
kid outta
time
here.
the Barca fans trying to interfere with this little shit.
This man is the most unloyal Barca fan ever. He was Rafinha out. Oh, he's a god now. He's a god.
The meanness.
Oh,
Anyways.
man.
All right, well, we just got to make sure chat knows that we're against the Barca glazing.
Chat knows who we are.
Real Madrid Ronaldo was more complete. Man U Ronaldo was more of a true winger and had more freedom, and that was my favorite Ronaldo.
I think with Ronaldo and Man U, I think what like Ferguson did with him and obviously what Ronaldo did for himself was that he wasn't like immediately when they signed him, like they didn't expect him to be like this great. Like they knew he was gonna be good, and like if you see interviews, they're like, no, like he worked hard. They knew he was gonna be solid. But like to the level where he actually got, like everybody, you ask anybody in the locker room, Bruno Fernandes says this, Roy Keane, they're like, we had no idea that it was gonna get that big.
It was like the same, like a diamond in the rough, but with Ronaldo, I think it was like a bigger, more shiny diamond in the rough, and then Fergie polished it off and then went to Madrid where he was like almost fully complete. I mean, his path was already set with, like you said, all his teammates with his work rate, like his demeanor, all that stuff. It was there, so it was going to either happen at EPL or La Liga regardless. Yeah. And he was just destined for greatness.
You would say that he would bring in as much UCLs with Man U?
I mean, it's hard to say because, like, obviously it's not one man doesn't make the team, but you guys had a solid squad, and he was the heart and soul of that team. Like, most of those players stayed.
Let us know which version of Ronaldo was better, the Man U or the Real Madrid one, down in the comments below. But let's move on to the next topic, which is one player you would like to sign for your club right now. Top priority signing.
Number one, what's missing is goals up top. Like, I think that's immediate. I think exactly. I've been trying to give Rasmus the benefit of the doubt, but it's been too long, my guy. We're relying on fucking Harry Maguire to score game winners. Like, that's insane. So I would say a striker, or like just a set goal-scoring winger number 10 in that 3-4-3 formation that Ruben plays. Or a fucking goalkeeper, now that we're talking about it. We need a fucking goalkeeper, bro. Onana's costed us too many games. I feel like those 2 positions for sure.
That's a tough one for me.
What went wrong this season?
Locker room. So I think
you need to sell someone and sign more of a supporting player.
I'm gonna briefly touch 3 ways for time purposes. One, I think we lost the locker room, so Ancelotti's got to go, and we need a coach. A coach like Flick who could really come in and be like, yo, this is my team. If you're not about it, get the fuck out. We're gonna do things my way. I really think we have a discipline issue. I think Mbappe got extremely humbled this season with all the pressure, and you can see he's not a striker.
Yeah.
So Madrid fans might be mad at me, but that's why I'm gonna go one of three ways. I haven't fully decided what I wish to happen yet. Besides, we obviously need a new manager. You give it one more season, max, but then you got to pick Vinny or Mbappe. One's got to go. Like they're
because you need a role player at this
role
point.
player.
Kind of what I
they're not going to.
brought up earlier, where Rooney was the main guy at United, then Ronaldo took over. Rooney kind of stepped down and respected that. He's like, all right, I'll let you shine.
Exactly.
And Rooney still did his thing.
He still did his thing, got his glory.
United top goal scorer, but he let kind of Ronaldo have his like fame and
because he knew like he's not going to beat Ronaldo, so he's like, I got to be the best at my position. So he stepped down and you lead by example. So he's not going to pout and fight with Ronaldo and be like, I'm the scissor guy or whatever. I feel like Vinny and Mbappe are like, I need to be the head goal scorer.
So
they all switch PKs. They all miss their PKs. Like, who's our PK guy?
Who do you think should be the number one guy? Who steps down? Who steps up?
It's hard because we've won Champions Leagues with Vinny and we saw what he could do on the wing without that Mbappe up top. But we never got to see what Mbappe could do at Madrid without Vinny. So it's hard to go like, you're a loyalty guy. Like it's hard, how do you cut out Vinny and be like, oh, we want the new guy to come in. But after this season, seeing how Vinny, he was, all due respect to Real Madrid fans, he was a big baby, flopping, crying, bitching, you fucking name it. More about the refs, camera this, and then he's crying, and then next thing you know, he's at a fucking NBA sideline grinning with his fucking veneers, and it's like, nah, he should be grinding with the team. So manager, I would like Klopp. I think that would be dope if we got him to come.
That would be cool. Obviously, Gyökeres, because he worked under Ruben before.
Or Saliba center back. I like Saliba a lot.
Saliba's solid. He would fit in really well with Madrid.
I like Saliba a lot for center back too.
He would fit in really solid in Madrid. I'd probably just say Gyökeres, which is kind of like a basic answer.
But your own manager already said no.
Well, he said he's
Fabrizio
not like,
confirmed too.
He said he's not like in direct talks. But I think honestly it depends if we win Europa. The next 3 years depend on Europa. This summer our signings depend if we win Europa.
Because I don't
we're
remember
playing Champions League. Because otherwise, what the fuck else are we playing for?
I think he came out and said, and he was a real Man U guy, like, I would choose my club over player because you know how he coached him at Sporting. He said, Yorkridge, I think, said something about, like, I only want Champions League football.
Oh, yeah, and
he was
no.
like, well, obviously we're struggling, we might not make the Champions League. If that's your main priority, we don't want you.
He said, I want someone that wants to play for Manchester United, not
Champions
for a
League.
tournament.
So it's like, respect to man who says that.
All right, to wrap it up here, I'm gonna give you guys one last thing to say. You gotta be completely honest. Who do you think won this debate? Who won more of the takes? Just who do you think you won the debate, or you're being honest? You got chopped.
I think everything was solid. I just think if we're going back to Bruno Fernandes, what he's done.
That gives you the slight edge.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Bruno Fernandes is one of the.
How do you agree with that?
It's in the world right now.
You think you won?
In form.
No, yeah, I think majority of the fans would say Jude Bellingham's better than Bruno.
So you guys are saying
age into it. You're comparing a 22-year-old Jude to a 29-year-old Bruno. Okay, you know what?
I want
United chat. Hold on. I just want one question.
No, but like,
hold on. Shh. Side question.
You think
Chat.
No, they
chat. Let's ask my cameraman. Pedri or Bruno? 3, 2, 1.
Pedri.
Okay. That's all I needed to hear.
No.
What did I have to do with Jude? Bruno's better than Jude.
No, he's
Bruno's
not.
better than Jude.
No, he's
Bruno's
not.
better than Odegaard, who knocked him out of the Champions League. So
Odegaard's
conversation's
ass. I don't
done.
even know why.
Thank you so much for watching.
Arsenal.
Please like and subscribe. Let's go United.
Let us know down below.
No, yeah, let us know your L's, W's, your wild takes in the comments down below.
Kyle, any last comments? No? United!
Until next time, it's only up from here, boys. Peace.